I'd really like to thank my family for all of their love and support, and especially my dad. You inspire me every day to be the best version of myself, and now to be the best attorney that I can be. I love you, Dad. I'd also really like to thank my closest friends and my boyfriend Colin for keeping me sane the last 3 years when the pressures of law school seemed overwhelming. And lastly, I'd like to thank the entire UConn law community. I'm so grateful to have spent the last 3 years with all of you. Thank you.
Namaskar. I want to thank my lovely wife Reena and my kids Sarah and Yash for their continuous support and encouragement. I want to thank my elder brother Dr. Devraj Singh and his family, my brothers Pankaj and Umesh for their support. I want to thank all my friends, everyone at UConn, especially my professors for believing in me and encouraging me to do my best. Finally, मैं अपने मम्मी पापा का धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ. आपके आशीर्वाद से मुझे एक और डिग्री मिली. Thanks a lot. Namaskar.
First, I want to thank my amazing mom and dad. I wouldn't have made it here without you guys. I'm so thankful for your love and support through the years. I want to thank my brother, my sister, Nikki and Jeff, the rest of my family, and Tyler and Teresa for your guys' support, for your friendship, for babysitting whenever I needed it. And finally, I want to thank my beautiful daughter, Nova. You've been my motivation and my light through this process.
Most of all, I'd like to thank my parents and also my wife, who has been there for me since day one. Without her, I can honestly say I would not have made it through the past 4 years. She's given me guidance. She has just been a complete blessing to me, and I just want to thank her as well. Also like to give a special shout out to Lisa and Jane in the registrar's office, who I've called and emailed many times, and they have been like guardian angels for me. So I thank you.
Thank you to James Furby, my partner, for being my rock and our weekly meal prepper. Thank you to my mom and dad and my brother for being an incredible support system and always answering my phone calls. Thank you to my amazing friends, especially my undergrad and law school lady friends, for always supporting me, encouraging me to keep shattering that glass ceiling. Thank you to the faculty, especially those who have become such incredible mentors. Thank you to the staff, to Yvonne, to the Furbys, and also thank you to Aurora.
First of all, I appreciate my family, my husband Sang-dong, my mother and my brother in South Korea for supporting and encouraging me. I'm also grateful for my 2 kids, Juwon and Ijun, for enjoying their life here in Connecticut. I would like to thank my instructor Stacy Shuleif in the Center for Children's Advocacy. Being part of your class was really meaningful. I also would like to express my special thanks to international team, to Professor Dave Woos for supporting my academic success, and Carrie and Leslie for checking on me during this stay-at-home period. Thank you for all you have done for me. Bye.
So first and foremost, I want to thank God for carrying me up to and throughout this entire law school process. I also want to thank my immediate and extended family for their prayers and support through my entire journey, especially my parents Sharon and Jack and my sister Nikki. I also want to thank my friends for understanding and being supportive throughout this journey, especially Stephanie and my law school partner Trisana. And last but not least, I want to thank my boyfriend Corey for being here through the good and bad and being a refuge for me.
Hi UConn Law Community, Deborah DeCristofaro here. First and foremost, thank you to my OG study group crew, Elena, Emily, Aaron. I truly would not have made it through law school without you guys. And of course, thank you to Nainoa for keeping me sane from 5,000 miles away, Mary, my sister, for all the love and support, my mom for dropping off pre-made, homemade meals every single finals week, and to my dad for all of the coffee dates when I needed them the most. I love you all.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for supporting me on every adventure. Thank you, Rebecca, Matthew, Hillary, and Angeli for being patient and understanding as I navigated schoolwork and important family events. Thank you, Tyler, for being my rock and always believing in me. Thank you, Kat and Janine, for being the best strangers in the world. And thank you to the UConn Law Asylum Clinic, faculty and staff, for all the kindness and support you showed me as I made the clinic my second home.
So first and foremost, I want to thank my family who have been so incredibly supportive of me in trying to get this degree. I know it wasn't easy when I moved halfway across the country, but you supported me nonetheless, and I appreciate that. I also want to thank my friends who made the move out here just so much easier, as well as all the faculty and staff. And in particular, I want to give a shout out to Lisa Rodino, who saved me from many nights of stress tears, and the library staff who have supported me from day one and have honestly become like a second family to me. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my brother June for always believing in me and supporting me. Without my family, I would not be here today. I also thank my best friends, my study buddies, and coworkers. I couldn't have done it without all of you guys. 모두 감사합니다. Thank you so much.
First, thank you to Jessica, my partner for the past nearly 4 years, for always supporting me and encouraging me to do my best. I also want to thank all of my friends and family for helping me stay sane through law school, and a special thank you to my mom for supporting me and making my education possible. And lastly, I want to thank my dad for putting the idea of becoming a lawyer in my head when I was young. Without him, I wouldn't be here today.
I want to thank my parents and my sisters, Katie and Carly, and my fiance, Bobby, for all of their support and encouragement, especially over the past 3 years. I would also like to thank my friends, especially those that I've made here at UConn Law. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. Thank you.
I want to thank my mom and dad for their support so I can stand here. I also want to thank my brother, my aunt, my uncle, my best friend Jishan, and all of my families and friends. At this special time, I feel warm from all UConn Law communities for their greetings. I hope everything will be fine and we will all make it through.
I would like to thank God, who is my everything. I would also like to thank my parents and my sisters, and my friends who became my brothers and sisters throughout this journey. I would also like to thank my boyfriend Keith, who's been my study buddy and a phenomenal support through this time. Thank you all for being there for me. Congratulations, we did it.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, who have made endless sacrifices and provided constant support for my education for my entire life. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible. I'd like to thank my twin sister, whose tireless work ethic has inspired me to work harder all throughout law school and kept me up a little bit later at night. And of course, I'd like to thank this guy in my lap right here. He's been my best friend throughout law school and kept me sane on the tougher days. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Thank you to my parents for their help and support these past 3 years. Thank you to my sister for being my best friend and always being there for me. Thank you to Joey for your love and being my emotional support system all these years. Thank you to Jess and Tracy for being the best roommates, and to all my other friends and mentors here at school. Without your help and guidance, I wouldn't have been able to make it. So thank you to everyone, and I love you all.